So here's my entire system on how I was able to generate $270,000 using these 5 simple steps inside my wedding videography and photography business. So, first thing I want to talk about is ads. Ads is the absolute core foundation of how I get a lot of my work. Honestly, 99% of all my work comes from ads at this point. We've scaled it up. It's absolutely amazing the fact that you get to wake up and someone is asking you for your availability. Every single day, we're getting brides asking us if we're available. We closed a couple of those, obviously, and that's how we are on track to make $270,000 by the end of this year alone. So, how does it work? Well, let me show you. So, step one, like I mentioned, is the ad. We'll run an ad on Meta. It is targeted specifically to brides. We have cracked the code on how to only show up in front of brides so that way you are making the most of your ad spend. So we'll make an ad a little bit more intricate than this, but it's essentially, you have an offer, you have some sort of call out, and you have a call to action that are intricately created. It takes about 15 to 30 minutes to create an ad that is effective. We've been running one ad that ad alone has generated us over 100K in revenue just from that single ad alone. And all of that is, again, inside the course. But the next step is, in the DMs. Once we get the ad out, people that are interested, they're going to land on our Instagram DMs. They're going to swipe up and they're going to message us, I'm interested. At that point, you will give them something along the lines of like, hey, where's your wedding? They give you the date. You end up getting them on a call. You need to get them on a call. If you just show your prices in the DMs, you are already setting yourself up to lose because now you are going to be compared and contrasted with hundreds of other videographers and photographers. So don't do that. Make sure you build a personal connection on a Zoom call or a phone call. And that leads me to my next point. This is where the magic happens. You show them your screen, you present yourself in a very high quality format. Make sure you have a great background, great lighting, all that sort of thing. But that's only 10% of the call. The other 90% is sales strategies that we go over. So I was able to go from $2,000 average booking to $5,000 average booking using these strategies in the way that you present yourself on the Zoom calls, the way you talk, most importantly, what you're screen sharing, how you're telling the story of your business, and then finally you want to have a offer with a price drop and a urgency play. Okay. We have very specific ones that we've used. They've been working absolutely amazing to the point where we have brides that after we do this strategy, that they'll actually even be they'll have their jaw on the floor. They'll be like, what? It's only $5,000 because of the way that we've absolutely been able to increase the value on the Zoom call and the perceived value too. Because one thing is to know what you're worth. Another thing is to be able to communicate that in the right way, in the right order, so that the couple can also start seeing that from your perspective as well. Okay. So after the third step, which is a Zoom call, then we go into more of our onboarding and internal process. We use Slack to create all the project files for each wedding. So if we have, let's say, 20 weddings in the span of the next 2 months, all of those will have its own designated Slack channel. The contractors will be added to those channels along with the questionnaire that we had the couple fill out. That way it's all automated and ready to go and they're ready to shoot. We also send them contracts with the couples. Obviously, you want to have contracts. We use 17 Hats. That's our CRM for tracking all of that. It's really good, really simple, and really cheap. I highly recommend it. We've been doing that for 8 years with 17 Hats. And a couple other things that I don't mention here, like Notion. Notion is great for tracking revenue and all that sort of thing. We have a couple templates there that allows us to instantly see the health of our business at any given time. Okay, so that's the fourth step in running a profitable business is once you actually get the deal, fulfill on the deal, right? With these automations, these systems, and your team. Especially if you're going to shoot yourself, if you're going to shoot the wedding on your own, you want to have a dedicated, organized place to keep track of everything because we are going to scale. You're going to get a lot of weddings. The last and final step is after you actually fulfill and shoot the wedding. Now it's going to go over to the editing. So this is more on the creative side. So on the creative side, we'll use Vimeo to store all of our finished edits, and we'll use Lightroom to edit our raw photos. Really great kind of places to do everything in. We also use Premiere Pro to edit the actual videos. There's some workflows in there as well. I've gotten to the point now where I can edit an entire wedding highlight in about 6 hours, give or take. And yeah, it really just comes down to making everything streamlined, organized, and having a strategy within each compartment of your business. This will allow you to scale quick and scale fast and not be constrained by your own time and limitations. So that's pretty much it, guys. This is a general overview. We do go in depth in each of these steps in our mastermind, our course, which you can check out the link in our bio. But other than that, if you have any other questions, feel free to ask us, in our Instagram or in the comments section below, and I'll go ahead and make another video kind of going in depth on each of these to pretty much help you make your first $10,000 to $20,000 a month capturing weddings. So other than that, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.